Paul, welcome back.
Thank you.
So talk to me a little bit about no code.
Neil, Innomesh, since the very beginning, was designed to be a no-code, low-code platform for many reasons, but primary for two reasons. The very first one is scalability and efficiency in scaling, really. And so we wanted to federate the room onboarding and deployment process, because we've always known that if we were to scale as a business, and if our customers were to scale and deploy their systems fast and efficiently, then they can't really rely on our developers doing that. We've always designed the platform for our customers and their providers, their integrators, to deploy these systems, and therefore the platform has been designed to allow for non-technical people to be able to deploy systems using simple workflows at scale, with the primary objectives of scalability with little training or knowledge needed. I guess the second primary reason is the fact that we are a software as a service, not a platform as a service. And there's a difference in the fact that not only are we accountable for the performance of the platform, we're also accountable for the performance of the application in the room, its functionality, its availability, its reliability. And so if we have a third party writing code in the room at a room level or at a project level, that accountability is blurred. And at that point, you don't really know who's responsible for, I guess, the quality of the code and what is happening in the room. While when you go with a SaaS model, our team here behind me, they are accountable end to end. They know that. The platform does allow for writing code at the template level or at the room level. However, that is an admin feature.
The phrases no code and low code have been, bandied around for many years now. In this application, though, can you talk to us a little bit, or maybe even show us what that looks like in the practical sense in the real world?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll just share one of our clients here. You can see here, there's a lot of systems deployed. All these people, they don't really work for us. They either work for the customer or they work for an integrator like ProAV, Video Pro, Programmed, and Freedom. Many of these people are not programmers. They're either project managers or solution architects or support people, and they were able to deploy these systems as they build them. The only way they were able to do that is the fact that the platform does not require them to be coders. It didn't really require them to write low code either. In this instance, it was no code. They were just following specific workflows, it's probably best if I show you what the workflows look like.
Yeah,
and so they just log into the platform, they press add new room, they get served what we call the Surface catalog, which is all the templates that are designed against our customers' standard systems. And so they select the room that they are building, and they select the zone that they are in, like the campus. And Innomesh serves them a workflow. The workflow is designed to be 95% already filled out. It doesn't require them to code. It doesn't require them to have a lot of knowledge. In here, we're just going to enter the room name, maybe a phone number, depending on our customer's requirements, and a bunch of IP addresses, like this NEC display. And we press create. That is it. You can see here, there's no code. We didn't have to write even low code. Low code is an option if the admin allows me to do that.
Sure.
Right now, the platform is deploying the application. It's making ready, and basically the room will be controlled once this process is over. Once the room is deployed and onboarded, our integrators or our customers are served with a second workflow to do with the operational handover documentation, or the as-built documentation, as the industry mentions. And so in here, the integrator would have to do a data entry exercise based on our customers' needs. And so this is a schema of information that is designed for our customers to capture data on a template by template basis, where the integrator would have to enter warranty information, installation information, upload schematics, upload room photos. And once this data entry exercise is complete, then they press update. All of this information is absorbed by Innomesh and it's presented to the support people. if the integrator does not do this exercise, then we provide notifications for the support people to tell them that there's either information missing or information that wasn't entered properly. This entire process required no code.
Thanks, Paul. Yeah, so you mentioned integrators there. Could you just expand on that for us a little bit? Can you talk to us a little bit how this does work with when coordinating with integrators?
Yeah, so look, coordination with integrators is not really necessary once this is an established platform and it's scaling. In the early days, there's collaboration usually with the customer's internal team to establish templates based on the standard systems of the customer.
Right.
And so once that is established, and there's a service catalog that is ready to scale, there is no need for direct coordination between us and the integrator. And the perfect proof is the fact that one of our customers were able to rapidly deploy some 200 teaching spaces within a period of 10 weeks.
Wow.
They engaged 3 or 4 different integrators. All of these integrators, they didn't really have to talk to us. It was an established pattern. They were building rooms and deploying with no code. And so when coordination is needed, it's on on-demand basis. And so if you take a look at our portals, while integrators are deploying systems, you see this little notification here at the bottom. They can chat to us live. They can browse our knowledge center. They can raise tickets. They can call our hotline. And when they chat live, they're effectively chatting to the team behind me. And so we support the community, not only in the sense that we support the customers, we support the integrators and the service providers that work for the customers. However, we don't really need to be part of the project, and that I guess projects a lot of cost efficiencies because there are no programming costs anymore. Especially at scale, this becomes a no-brainer.
That's fantastic. Thanks for talking to us about that today, Paul. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Neil.